Hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial. I haven't done a voiceover for a while, so I apologize if this is a bit rusty. I'm doing a tutorial on my sister today, so I've just started with some Garnier micellar water to cleanse and now some moisturizer. Then we're going to go straight in with the P. Louise base as our eye primer. Then I'm going to be going straight in with the Viseart Neutral Mattes palette, taking a mixture of these shades, and I'm going to be buffing this through the crease quite intensely. I want to build up quite a bit of colour when I'm doing this. And then I'm taking Makeup Geek Peacock eyeshadow. I love this colour, but the formula is a little bit like crumbly and powdery and it doesn't blend as well, so that's why I just pat it. I found that's the best way to use it, so I'm just patting that on the outer corner and then I will put it in the inner corner and through the crease, as you'll see as well. And as you can see here, I'm just starting to pull the shadows outwards so we can create that little bit of a winged out shadow effect. Then I'm taking this beautiful emerald tealy shimmer from the Morphe James Charles palette, wetting my brush with setting spray and packing that all over the center of the eye. Then taking this pigment from Inglot, I'm just going to be wetting my brush again and putting that on top of the shade we just used, just to intensify the colour a little bit and have a bit more of a wow factor, I guess. Now taking the Gorgeous Cosmetics Carbon Black Gel Pencil, I'm just kind of smoking this and pressing it along her lash line to create a little bit of a smoky liner. Now I'm just taking the black eyeshadow from the James Charles Morphe palette and I'm kind of elongating that in with the teal to create more of a winged out effect. And now we're going to clean up all that fallout. This is why I always do eyes first. Now going straight into her base, I'm using the Hourglass Veil Primer today just because she has a little bit of texture on her cheeks and I wanted to smooth her out. Then straight in with the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. This is one of my absolute favourites. And I'm using a Beauty Blender to blend that out as well. Then taking my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I'm just going to be highlighting under her eyes and kind of using this to sculpt out and lift up the eyeshadow and wing it out a little bit more as well. Just taking my favourite powder, the Laura Mercier, and I'm setting her face lightly with that. I'm just using patting motions rather than swiping so we don't move the foundation, and also using a tiny bit of that on a wet sponge under her eyes to set the concealer as well. Now going in with my new favourite face palette. This is the Morphe 8M and I'm mixing a few of those bronzer shades to contour, and I also take this later and use it for highlight as well. It's a beautiful palette if you want an awesome face palette that has good bronzers, blush and highlight for a good price. Just taking a small amount of the Hourglass Radiance Bronze Light Bronzer and putting that on her cheeks so she can get a bit of a bronzed glow, sun-kissed look. I always love that. I don't think I ever will stop loving that look. Now going in with the Mellow Cosmetics Pink Blush. This and the Mellow Cosmetics Peach Blush, getting tongue-tied, are my absolute favourite blushes. I love them and they're cheap. Okay, now just blending that highlight into the cheeks. Always make sure you blend your highlighter in. Then I'm taking a bit of soap, doing the soap brow trend where you kind of brush them up. I love that. So I'm pushing her eyebrows up, and then I'll take a little bit of Benefit Gimme Brow, and that's just going to add a bit of tint and thickness and shade the brows. So I'm adding that on top of the soap. Right, now we're going under the eye, and we're pretty much going to repeat what we used in the crease. So we're starting with the Viseart Neutral Mattes palette, popping those brown shades in, and then you'll see me going with Makeup Geek Peacock and kind of press that tighter to the lash line underneath the eye as well, for a bit of a smoky look. Now here I'm taking the soft frosty baby blue from the Morphe James Charles palette and just popping that in her inner corner. Then I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Cake Liner, and I'm just going to finely line her lash line as a base for our lashes. Now just taking a bit of this CoverGirl mascara. It's amazing and it's not expensive, and I'm just going to be putting a bit of mascara on the lashes. Nothing special here. Now taking these lashes by the brand Lyja Lashes, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They're in the style Dreams. They're nice and fluffy, and I'm just popping them on. Now taking my favourite lip liners, the Morphe ones, they're $4 and they're so creamy and amazing. Get on it. This is in the shade Spiffy, putting that over the lips and then using Fenty Beauty Fussy Gloss all over the lips as well. I'm just using the Model Rock Pro Edge Lash Curler to press her real lashes and the fake ones together. This is awesome for makeup artists. Now taking the Bourjois Blue Remix eyeliner, popping that in her waterline, and then the Makeup Workshop Butterscotch highlighter, putting that all over her chest. And that's pretty much the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.